Nah, we ain't doing this. You know what? Fuck you. Skip that shit. I don't care if it's treacherous. I've already been called a fucking traitor by about 70 different fucking people on one of my other videos. I'm gonna add to this traitorous shit. And what better way to show you than to drop a little bit of fucking lore on how great a place Super Earth is. And I'll fucking show you with this illegal broadcast shit.
FTL jump to the Osha Une system. FTL jump successful.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Pods primed. Mission coordinates locked.
Just gonna drop right in on this fucker. Not even gonna wait. Straight up, dropping right up in it.
Launch initiated.
Now I know some new HellDivers don't know this shit. Hell, some fucking old ones may not know this shit. Super Earth is responsible for the fucking Tyranid threat. I don't know. Y'all are gonna immediately report me as to the monitoring officer or not. But if you do, y'all won't find my ass. I fucking move a lot. Kiss my fucking ass, you bugs. I hate you. Dealt enough with your fucking shit. I've done 5 HellDive runs, and I'm fucking glad I'm doing this shit. I use a little bit of fucking rest and relaxation after fucking dealing with that shit all day. And by sharing some fucking 100% true information, despite the fact that if this shit actually gets viewed, it's going to be viewed as misinformation by a majority of the fucking HellDiver gameplays. Now, if y'all actually take the time on these missions to look at these messages, you can see that Super Earth legitimately has fucked us over on the grand scheme of things. Super Earth has made the fucking Terranids. Super Earth made the Tyrannids. Super Earth is a very fucking terrible place. It is a shithole. 99% of the shit you're seeing, honestly, is wonderfully built cities that are all for show. There are places on Super Earth that have food, water, energy, all of these like basic bare essentials in an abundance, but in a majority of the world, there is a critical lack of resources. Like, it is so fucking bad. It's so bad. And Super Earth needed a way to manage this lack of resources that they were just burning away at. So what they did is they took Tyranids and they bred the fuck out of them. They essentially took remnants of DNA from what I believe to be the last insectoid-like enemy about 100 years ago in-game, in the first HellDivers game. They took DNA from those insects and essentially started fucking genetically engineering them to be more effective at collecting biofuel. And in the process, they made the bugs bigger. And obviously that's a fucking issue, because the scientists could not contain them. Which is why, of course, they're all over the fucking system now. Or apparently are all over the system. Because the grand fucking scheme of things, and the fucking truth about it is that they had farms set up across planets for these things. They were farming them. They were breeding them en masse across the outer rim of the fucking galaxy. And in doing that, They essentially created this huge net that had too many holes in it, and when they finally tried recasting that net, it failed and a fucking hole tore into it, and they just couldn't contain it. And they burrowed too deep, got too low into the ground, spread too fast, and Super Earth cannot contain it. So what the fuck do? They get the help of the HellDivers. They essentially send us in as the cleanup crew to try to cover up this shit and essentially lie to everybody, including the HellDivers, the reasoning why these things are here in the first place. Which is the fact that they were fucking running low on resources. They tried to make an alternative source of energy, and it worked out for a bit. O17, which is essentially oil, very, very comedic bit on the devs' parts. I actually quite enjoy that joke. Absolutely fucked up. Tyranids got out of control, and a funny in-game reason why they haven't spread further out than the what the fuck is it? The Tyricide, the Termicide band, that terminite fucking whatever, the belt that we fought so long for just to put in place. That is a front. It's bullshit. I honestly believe that that whole thing is to kill off terminids. 100%. But it's shoddy as fuck. Because the only real way for terminids to hop planet to planet is if they fucking start bringing them to other planets. You have to think about this. Realistically, how the fuck would a insectoid race of beings be able to hop planet to planet with no technological advancements at all? They couldn't. They just couldn't. There's no way of doing that without some means of traveling. So the only way that they can hop planet to planet is if Super Earth or someone else is taking eggs or terminids and transporting them to facilities that would allow them to breed en masse and then fucking escape like they usually do. Super Earth is fucked up so bad, and it's trying so hard to cover it up that it's cost fucking tens of thousands of HellDivers' lives to try to cover up this huge fucking scheme that they've been basically deploying all over the fucking system. And what's even shoddier about it is that the fact that it started and originated out in the outer rim of the reaches of Super Earth, which means the government damn well knew the public would not want to have a part of this because of the fucking war with the insectoid race beforehand. I mean, it's just fucking crazy. I mean, it's so simple and it's very believable that a totalitarian dictatorship like Super Earth is essentially would lie and then attempt to send in the military police to eradicate and burn away the evidence. And the thing is, too, is that it's so overplayed on the fact that treason is such a high, crime, is that the joke of thought crimes is fucking insane. Like, the act of even thinking that your government could be doing wrong or could be lying to you is such a serious offense. It requires you to be re-educated, lobotomized, or executed. I mean, that's fucked. Secondly, when it comes to the illegal broadcasts, honestly, in my opinion, best way, lore-wise, and honestly, in my own headcanon, blowing them up is the only correct solution. Because if you are hacking into the network to find the signal, you're exposing the broadcaster. If you blow it up. Super Earth can't track down whoever's broadcasting it, or at least not as easily. So if you want to do your own little part, I suppose, in slowing down Super Earth's ever-expanding cancel on what they would call dissident misinformation, do a favor to whoever's broadcasting and just blow up their shit.
You have accomplished liberty's will. Extract at your discretion.
That way they can't fucking track shit. Plus, it makes you look good, because technically you are completing an objective, and if you want to silently fight back against Super Earth, that's basically as close as you're going to get without being immediately executed. I don't even know where the fucking extraction point is. It's all the way the fuck over there. Fuck this suit. Now you want to work? I shoot those things all the fucking time with this big beefy suit on, and they don't work. But now, when nothing's going on, of course.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Shut the fuck up. The only two fucking characters I can excuse in this entire game are the fucking extractionist, like the pilot, and the fucking Eagle 1 pilot. Those two people are the only fuckers in this entire game that I actually enjoy. Like, everybody else, like, the idea of the government in itself in Super Earth sucks. Like, I would fucking hate to live on Super Earth. Like, the technology and all of that shit has to be fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong. But there are so limited resources that you'd have to be rich as fuck or upper middle class just to enjoy existence. Otherwise, you are essentially a slave of your fucking government. Like, and I know that sounds like fucking some hardcore Reddit tier shit, but honestly, think about it. You are given a job. You were given a governmental job that you cannot really, you can't really choose it. You're just given a list of things to do. You can't choose to not have a job or not. You have to work. I think it's like as soon as you turn 7, you are like your fucking family's income. You're at least half your family's income if you're like 7. Immediately as you turn 7, you have to get a job. Government will be like, hey, I see you turn 7. You gotta fucking, get into a factory or something. We need to keep profiting off of this war that we just haven't stopped for some fucking reason because we just like resources and a reason to kill shit. I know it's really oversimplifying it, but that's essentially what this game comes down to, is the government's like, we're making way too much money off of war. We just need to keep it going. We just need to keep war going. And if we do that, the people will be happy, they'll shut the fuck up, and we'll be able to do whatever we want.
T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
That's really all Super Earth does in this game, is oppress and re-educate anybody who does not agree with their viewpoints.
Pelican 1 preparing for touchdown.
Come on, buddy.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Yeah, that little lore tidbit is essentially all I wanted to talk about. The fact that Super Earth essentially created termanids and fucked us. And they essentially just puppeteer everything. I don't know necessarily if they're controlling what's going on now, because when it comes down to it, they can't really control the bugs. They don't know how. So they send us in to wipe the fucking floor with the bugs, so that we can at least control the spread on the planets they currently reside in. But they have the capacity and the ability to fucking gas the planets, all of them. They just don't do it because it makes them too much fucking resources. It makes them too much biofuel. They don't want to give up that resource because they're already so lacking in other things. It's just fucked up. Anyway, that's the end of my fucking traitorous ass rant. Hope you enjoyed it. Characters fucking covered in blood and green. That doesn't even make any sense. How are those fucking things? Is this my blood? Did I even get injured during that fucking mission? How? Wait a minute. Is this green shit that biofuel component? Because if they bleed regular blood, it would make sense if certain parts of their bodies or organs would contain the actual material they would want for fuel. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. Huh. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. See ya.